No one's really fighting for stuff. People are fighting against stuff a lot. You know? I've noticed that recently that just everything's kind of ugly. The way wires hang when you're going down the street, like when they're hanging between, I'll quote, telephone poles. They're all ugly. Streets full of potholes, except in the nicest areas. Those nicest areas are dwindling at an incredible rate. It's basically all gated communities now. Actually, you're taken care of. Just everything's ugly. It's like no one gives a shit. There's trash everywhere. Stop signs are slightly crooked. It's like, listen, we can line those up. Bang, 90, dude. Why aren't we doing that? I don't know. Like, what happened? No one really cares about beauty anymore. I mean, well, people care about beauty. People just care about making themselves beautiful all the time. Try to make themselves look like, I don't know, almost caricatures of what beauty is supposed to be. It's like you're just making the outside of your body beautiful while the world around you is trash and the inside of you is trash. Right? I don't think it's the way to go civilizationally. I just don't. I don't know. It's just not the way to go. I mean, even just seeing stones get placed in some places now, they're uneven. I mean, it may seem small to some people, but it cascades into a utterly ugly environment. You know, every time we plant a tree, we could actually sculpt that tree to make it super beautiful. And we don't. Why not? Now, people talk about a lot of different problems in the world, and I get it. But what's the point of like living where, you know, in a place where everyone's treating each other exactly the way the most, you know, I don't know, anyone would wish it to be with our laws and our everything else, all right? How your taxes are allocated and everything like that. If like the world that you live in is actually just ugly at the end of it, like what? It takes maintenance. It takes consistent diligence during the building. Once that building's there, it takes a lot to knock that down and rebuild something, you know? Literally set in stone. And it's like we have all these laws and red tape for construction, and yet it seems like all the buildings and all the roads and all the infrastructure just gets uglier and uglier over time. Just like we get all these rules and regulations about education, education gets worse and worse all the time. We live in an age where we can perfectly model and measure exactly how something should be constructed prior to its construction. Just like we live in an age where we actually understand how IQ can be increased. How between the ages of, you know, birth and 12, you got a sprint in which you're able to permanently change the physiological makeup of a person's brain. And yet we keep coaching down to the students with the lowest aptitude rather than trying to figure out ways how to make sure that the kids that have the aptitude to become intellectual elites are able to become intellectual elites, and not just intellectual, applied. It's another one. So everything's just scholastic. No one knows what to do with their knowledge, and so all they do is they end up making regulations because their whole life all they've been doing is doing tests, filling out paperwork. So that's all they end up bringing to the world is more paperwork. You know, you're teaching the sciences and you're not teaching kids how to build shit with it. Teach history without philosophy. Most of the things that happen in history are based off the way people were thinking back then. They also ended up influencing their architecture. How can you build beautiful minds if you aren't building beautiful buildings, you know? That evoke and reinforce excellence. I know. Life isn't all about excellence. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know. I think it is. I think it's a pretty big deal, man. I think it's actually a way bigger deal than anyone makes it out to be. I think it's catastrophic. Everyone's too busy feeling victimized and oppressed to pick up a fucking piece of trash, man. You know? It's ridiculous. Everyone's just worried about making sure in schools kids are just feel good. They're placated to. Bro, we made a society where parents aren't allowed to raise their own kids, and we're not even providing a better education than they'd get if a parent was home teaching them. Or if the kid was just online learning stuff with Socratic method installs. So no one knows how to do anything. We don't even have the Socratic method anymore. So we just keep raising people that don't know how to do anything, don't care about beauty, don't care about form. They care about the way they look. While their house looks like shit and the roads look like shit, there's trash everywhere. Their trees look like shit. The best lawns are just, they look like doll houses, bro. Like, they look like PlayStation 1 graphic renderings of what a lawn should be. It's ridiculous, dude. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And again, it's not, what I'm saying isn't everything, but it's something. It's something, man. I don't know. Pick up some fucking trash, you know?